Hello and welcome. My name is Danny Colella, and today we're going to talk about going Facebook Live for the first time. The settings you need to see in your phone and set up before you go live, and the settings within the Facebook app within the live settings that are going to show you exactly how to do things like even bring somebody on for a one-on-one interview. So all that's coming up next. Let's talk about the settings that you need to do before you go in to do your Facebook Live. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is slide up, and we want to put our phone into airplane mode, because when you get a really good flow going in Facebook on your live and then somebody calls you, it's going to interrupt that. So we will still get notifications when we're on Wi-Fi, but that's going to eliminate that call from interrupting the entire live. So now we're going to go directly into our Facebook app, and what we see here is our timeline and everything. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to click the live button. Okay, so here we are. We are live, and what do we see here? So we see a whole slew of things going on. We see X's, camera angles, flashing, who we're posting to, the description we're going to add, start live video, and then these cool things down here, which are live video, bring a friend, mystery mask, popular mask, all this stuff, which are a bunch of stuff that you can play with on your own time. I don't really use the mask, but if that works for you, then so be it. So obviously we have camera angle. That's pretty self-explanatory up at the top. Flip the camera if you want it to be the back side of the camera. Then we have the flash. If it's dark, can we have the flash turned on? And then where we want to actually post to. So in this one we have it set to public because I want to post to everybody, or just your friend, or even if you want your audience to know about it, you can do that down there. So if you're a member of a group, you can actually go live in that group as well. So this is whether we want to turn notifications off or add a donate button at that point. And then add our description. That's pretty self-explanatory. Now a few tips and tricks, okay? So I have one of my books here. What to say when you talk to yourself. Gosh, I wanted to show that off so bad, but it's backwards, right? We're not going live yet. So what we want to do is we want to tap the little effects button. And then we want to scroll down to the, there you go. It automatically picks the first one for you, so don't freak out. Just hit that no button. And then when we go into settings, whoops, sorry, it's getting me all over the place. Then when we go into settings, we want to flip it. So now I look backwards. Maybe that blew your mind, but this is what actually happened. What to say when you talk to yourself. So if you're going to show some text, it's important that you do flip that horizontal flip, okay? Because there, backwards, tough to read, but there, perfect, easy. I get to show you what I'm going to do. So that's an important thing to know. You can also mess with your vertical flip. We don't need that really. I can't think of a reason, but doesn't that look funny? And then we can play with our brightness if we need to, okay? But really you just want to keep it typically on the settings the iPhone gives you. So let all these other little things, you know, you can have colors, we can write on the screen if we want. Everything that we do, we have the ability to undo down here. So you can do that as you go too. So we have picture frames, we have other settings that can do some cool different stuff, and you can play with this stuff on your own time if anything fits what you want. These masks are like Snapchat in a way. I can have glasses. Cool. So if you really want to, you know, one thing that this could be helpful for you is if you really want to kind of take the attention off of you. If you're nervous, if you're going live your first time, if you have a quirky personality and this fits you, put it on. If it makes it easier for you to talk to your audience, find something that works for you and put it on. If it just needs to be a simple hat because you're tired, it takes the attention off of you, because let's be honest, what's the main reason you're not doing your Facebook Lives? Because you're afraid. Yes. So all this other stuff, you really don't need to go into it because today we're doing the basics, but I'm going to take this little mask off. All right, so let's talk about other options. Here we go. So bring a friend. This is one of my favorite, because if you want to lift up people in your audience, you actually can bring a friend on, okay? Now, there's important things you need to know, and I'll need to pause the video to switch to horizontal, but right now we're in vertical mode. if I choose bring a friend, which all that means is I click bring a friend, and then I select anybody from my friend list, and they'll be notified as soon as I go live. And I can even hit invite now because I hit that option. And you can see down the bottom here, right there, we're in bring friend live zone. That's why it has invite to the top. But when I'm in that mode and I'm vertical, my guest is going to be a little square, probably up in here. And you're going to see them, but they're just going to be a little square, and I'm going to be the whole screen. That's cool if you're just bringing people on. But if you're doing a real serious interview and you want to have a conversation with somebody or talk about their program or their passions in life and you want to be split screen, then we're going to need to do it a different way, and I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, so now I have flipped my entire phone so that now you can see that we are in horizontal mode. Now, horizontal mode is good for anybody who is also uploading their videos to other platforms. So horizontal mode is key because if you're going to go on YouTube, horizontal mode is going to take up the full screen on like a YouTube video. If you record it vertical, that's when you go to YouTube and you see those black bars on the sides of videos. So if your plan is to also eventually upload your videos into YouTube, then you're going to want to go horizontal. If your pure plan and focus is to be Facebook Live in Facebook, then it's okay to go vertical because that's the way people are going to view it. So let's see how this changes things. So now I click bring a friend, I put it into that mode. Now we see this little white line right here. So now when I invite somebody in, we are going to be in split screen, okay? So we are going to share the screens. Also very important to know when you invite somebody on, in order for them to come into the live video, their phone on their end needs to be in the exact same orientation as yours. So if I have my phone flipped horizontally right here, and on the other side they have their phone vertical, it's not going to show up. So if you get a black screen, you're going to know why, okay? So this is one of my favorite things. Other than that, you saw a lot of the stuff. We can literally invite, you just click their name. I'll just do my wife right now because she'll be like, what are you doing? And then you invite, okay? And then as soon as I go live, she's gonna get an invite that she can be a part of my live video. And then bam, you click live and then you start going, okay? That's on how to bring friends in and a couple of the settings you need to do. I hope you find it helpful and you continue to watch this series because my dream for you is to build the confidence, overcome the fear, and become somebody who pushes your passion out into the Facebook world through the power of live video.